Welcome again to What's Up Neighbors with Pam and Linda.
Welcome to What's Up Neighbors. Hi, Lynn.
Hi,
Listen,
Pam.
This is exciting. This is our second show.
Very
We're just
exciting.
thrilled. Actually, our third show.
It could be our fourth or fifth. We're not quite sure who's counting when you're having fun.
It's so funny though. I'm looking at earrings. I feel naked when I don't have earrings on.
Don't look at her, please.
No, if I don't have earrings and lipstick and mascara, I mean, it really bothers me that I don't have it on. So I think what we're going to do is have our cameraman John shop them in like I'm wearing earrings. Can you do that on video? I don't know. But anyway.
I thought you were going to say, put it on hold, run home, get earrings, and then come back.
So how was your weekend?
It was good except for this morning when our toilet was plugged. But other than that, the
thanks for
plumbers
sharing
come
that.
in,
That's a really great
come
story.
and gone. Yeah, right. What can I tell you? It's real life.
Because I'm going to walk, probably not run, in a 1K, 5K
Fabulous.
at Cal State Fullerton on April 27th. It's a Donate for Life, and it's people that have been organ donors or recipients. And I know a lot of the viewers know that I'm a 2-time organ recipient. So my plan for our shows is to get really ready for this walk.
Wow.
So I'm going to keep you posted on each show.
And I will train her down at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
We'll see her doing the wet laps.
About my progress, but I'm kind of excited.
And you can send in those donations too. What's Up Neighbors? No, I'm just kidding.
No, but by the way, to send it, we need.
Absolutely.
Remember, we need music for our show.
Suggestions,
Yes,
anything
for a theme. So you'll see.
I bet you want to know where to send it to.
Yes, it'll be at the bottom of the screen too.
But
tell
it's
them.
Yes, that's my. I love
That's your
telling
deal.
them.
Okay.
Yes. What's Up Neighbors 2019 at gmail.com. Again.
What's Up Neighbors 2019 at gmail.com.
Yes.
So cheers. We'll see you on our next show.
We're here today at Descanso Gardens, which is a 150-acre botanical gardens in the neighborhood of La Cañada, Flint Ridge, California. And we were so lucky to have Juliann Rooke here today as our guest. And Juliann, quick question for you. How many people do you expect to come through the gates of Descanso Gardens this year? And what kind of special events do you have planned for your members and guests that will come?
So we expect to welcome about 150,000 daytime visitors.
Oh, wow.
With another 150 layered on top of that for our evenings.
Oh.
And that's such an interesting question. Why do people, what do they come for? Some just come for the beautiful gardens and to take a walk and to be with nature and to be quiet. But some people do come for the programming that we provide. In the summer, we have music concerts on the lawn. In spring, we have tours. You can take a blossom tour, learn about what's going on in the garden. There's lots of different reasons for people to come, but yeah, 150,000.
Oh, and you've got a fabulous light show.
Yes.
In the winter months.
Yes, in the winter months, the evening show, the 150,000 people we welcome is a light show that is really centered around our botanic collection, and it's very fun.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Well, I know, Pam, Juliann was just named executive director of Descanso Gardens about almost 2 years ago. And just a question, we were both very curious as to what your long-term plans are for the gardens.
Well, I've been with the gardens now for 12 years, and I would say my long-term goal is not to change the essence of the gardens. I love the gardens. It's the essence of it is just perfect. I think when I think about what needs to be tweaked, it relates to guest services, and it's kind of related to your first question, which was how many visitors do we have? Because just 5 years ago, it was half that number.
Oh my goodness!
So we've really grown, and so we have to think about how do we be a good neighbor. And one way to be a good neighbor is to have adequate parking. One way to make sure our guests are happy is to make sure we have adequate bathrooms and places to sit. And so we're really thinking about guest experience, because I think the gardens themselves, the essence of them, are really quite beautiful, and I don't have plans to make changes.
That's great. So what is the best time to visit the garden? Because, as you mentioned, there's so many. You've increased your attendance. Is there a certain time that's best in terms of blooming or events or whatever?
Well, I'm biased. I think any time is a great time.
That's the good news, yes, for an executive director.
That being said, I would say that people who are really wanting to experience spring and the bloom, and we're coming out of the gloom of winter, really, really flock to us in spring.
Okay.
And for us, our attendance jumps, in fact, starting next weekend, mid-March, through Mother's Day is when I think Southern California thinks of us.
Oh, that's good.
But really, any time is a good time. If you're wanting to come here when it's quiet, any day from 8 to 9:30 is pretty quiet. Or if it's blazing hot, or if it's raining, and I have to say the gardens are really magic in the rain.
Oh, good. Well, that's good to know. I would think people might keep away.
They do.
When it's raining.
They do.
I also have a question. I love seeing on the website that it says garden etiquette, and I thought that was great. And of course, we know don't pick the flowers, which is nice, and this and that. But I loved it. It said no hunting or horses. Is that kind of a major problem? Like horses are running through the woods. You have guns. You can see a bear fall from the tree.
Maybe some coyotes, but I don't know if
So I'm just curious about that.
I am actually not sure where that rule originated
Or what
from,
year.
or what year, but I can tell you the rules do sort of change as we have weird things happen.
Okay.
Like,
is there something that you can say that's been weird?
Well, it's common, but for us, it was weird when drones started appearing.
Oh, that's true.
wow.
Drones are invasive, and actually, because we have Edison lines that run over our garden, they are prohibited for that reason, for safety reasons.
Interesting.
But drones change the nature of an environment. They're kind of loud.
That's true. So that's a good. Okay, maybe on garden etiquette you should add no drones.
No drones.
But I don't remember anybody ever showing up on a horse.
That's good. Well, good.
Never happened.
I'm just curious what it takes to run a botanical garden, how many staff you have, and I know living in Southern California this winter, we had extreme cold, and did you lose a lot of plants, and are you replanting?
So we have 15 full-time staff devoted to the physicality of the gardening here, but we have 60 people who work on staff. We are open every day but Christmas.
Oh, really?
And so it's 60 people, from the people who take the tickets to sell you memberships, who do our PR and our development here. And we were very lucky this winter. We actually didn't lose anything.
Oh, good.
But the summer, I don't know if you remember, summer,
it was dreadfully hot.
117 degrees, we lost 10% of our camellia collection.
No. Of the camellias?
None of the plants we lost were rare, so we were lucky in that. We were able to replace them, but yeah, it was a big loss.
Do you have anybody that specializes in lantana? Our lantana just got shot.
Oh.
I know. I'll talk to you later, okay?
That sounds good.
Okay.
That's great. So you have a really active volunteer program. I know a lot of people have volunteered with you. How do you get involved in the volunteer program? And also, do you have to have a green thumb? I certainly don't. I mean, like in college, I had creeping Charlies because you couldn't kill them. Do you know what I mean? They just last. So I don't know. But how do you? How can someone join up? And does it take any skills?
It takes heart. It doesn't take skills.
That's good to know.
We have over 200 active volunteers that work with us, and you can go onto our website and you can sign up to get information about all the different opportunities. But we train you.
Oh, good.
So
great.
yeah, you get training. It's about a half a day. So if you have an interest in getting a green thumb, you could come and volunteer with us.
And what is the website?
It is www.descansogardens.org.
That's easy to remember. Okay. And then are there any major changes planned for the gardens? And also, do you plan to reopen the Maple Restaurant?
Oh, yes. So major changes are a little bit on hold right now. We are in the middle of working on what we call a master plan, which is a 15-year roadmap that's going to help us determine what the projects are. I can tell you just from the beginning of the process, a lot of it is focused on visitor amenity and not garden changes. Now, Maple is always open Saturday and Sunday for brunch, and this is a tip for people who live in La Cañada. Starting April
Free meals?
No. April 21st, the restaurant will be open Tuesday through Sunday through Mother's Day.
Okay.
And if attendance is high during that point in the restaurant, Patina has said they will continue.
Oh, great.
So come, eat often, bring your friends, tell your friends.
So, you know what, Juliann, I'd like to know, because the showcase is going to be here.
Oh, fabulous.
pronounce
This
it
is the
Bodie
second
House?
time.
Yeah.
It's the Bodie House.
The Bodie House,
Right.
at second time, and that is such a main feature. That's another great reason to come to Descanso Gardens. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, so the Pasadena Showcase House is a nonprofit organization based in Pasadena that raises money for the musical arts.
Right.
And every year they take over a house and they design it and they make it beautiful. And they were here in 2007.
Right, I knew that.
And they approached us again, and we were thrilled to be approached.
Oh,
I
that's
mean, because
great.
you know, after 11 years.
Oh, sure.
You start wearing
Does
that.
anybody live in it? Does anyone live
Nobody
in it?
lives in it.
Has it been empty since the last showcase?
It has been empty, but people come and have events there. You can have weddings. And we had some interpretive panels in there, so you could walk up the hill and find out the history of the house. We intend to reopen it in July, and we're going to have more robust programming out of the house.
Oh, great.
We're going to be doing book signings, and
Well,
we're going to be
that's
doing
true. That's a
maybe
great
some
idea.
indoor sort of orchid show perhaps, but we're still working on what the actual
Right.
details are going to be.
Right.
But it's going to, instead of it being a place where you can just learn about the history, which is a little bit static,
Right.
we want to make it something that changes often, so you have a reason to go up there because the house is just
Absolutely.
gorgeous.
That's great.
So, quick question though, during Showcase, I don't know, it's up on the hill. Do you provide some sort of shuttle service for people?
So we don't, but the Showcase House does have
Okay.
golf carts for anybody who can't make it up the
Good,
hill, because
good.
it is
That's
it
good to
is
know.
quite a hill.
Right. And how big is the house? How many
It
square
is
feet?
8,000 square feet.
Okay.
Fact check.
8,000. And then when does it start? When does the showcase start?
It starts on April 21st.
Okay, now I have a question for you. Which, well, again, we said there were 150 acres here. Do you have a favorite spot within Descanso Gardens? And I realize that's like picking, do you have a favorite child? But
It is a little bit like picking a favorite
okay, we
child.
won't tell anybody except all our YouTube followers.
Yes.
I think if you talk about it without a season, because if you, certain seasons there are areas of the gardens I like in the winter I would say the camellia forest is my favorite, but it's not necessarily my favorite in the summer. Or in spring I love the rose garden, but we are in fact sitting in my favorite garden. I think the Japanese garden is always beautiful year round regardless of season.
And what are we looking at down there? That's
gorgeous.
It's
cherry tree.
The cherry tree.
The cherry trees have started to bloom.
Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And what's swimming in the
Koi.
water?
We
We've
have a
got
lot of koi.
Yes.
We do.
Okay, no fishing though.
No fishing.
Okay.
That's under
Hunting.
garden
That's-
etiquette.
Okay,
Along with
okay,
the hunting
sorry.
and the
You
horses.
might add it.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Well, it has been such a
Thank you
pleasure
so much.
to have you,
I
Juliann.
love talking about Descanso and hanging
so
out
much
with you
more.
ladies.
Oh,
great.
well, you're just a doll, and we'll have you back sometime.
Okay,
So
okay.
maybe do a walking tour of Descanso.
Yeah, or come on a concert in the summer.
Oh, that's a good
lots of
idea.
wine.
That's a great
We'll bring
idea.
our horses next time, and we'll giddy up over.
Okay, that sounds great.
Thank you so much.